Lawrence, thanks so much for having us down for what is your last big cheat meal of training camp. Some lovely, lovely smells coming off this staircase here. Yes. Tell us about what you've gone for.
I'll start off with the casual stuff. We've got some fried plantain, jollof rice, puff, and we've got my favourite, which is pounded jam and a goosey stew. So that's where the real power comes from. The yam, really strong, hard food. When you mix it with the goosey, it just creates like, you know what I mean, power, energy. It puts you to sleep, but then after you wake back up, the power's there.
I'm looking forward to that. So what's the order? How do we go about tackling this?
It depends, you know what I mean? I feel like you should dive in the deep end, get your hands dirty. As we, you know what I mean, we get into the nitty-gritty of the mind. You might as well get nitty-gritty with the food as well, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's first then? How do we do this?
Cool, so I'll serve you out some. After this, let's get serving, you eat meat, right? So
yeah.
You're right here.
Lovely.
Cool. There you are.
Tough stuff.
And then you just like literally get your hands in there.
Just grab some of that, just tear it off?
Tear it off and dip it in. I'll be doing the exact same.
Okay.
Oh God, yo. You're actually the bravest interview I've ever had in my life. Just come say, whatever food you want, I'm in, I love it. And then you just dip it in like that. And get stuck in.
This would be good for like sweating weight off though,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
I can feel that.
You can get a good sweat on eating and stuff, definitely.
So we're in Hackney here, which is where you're born and raised.
Yeah.
Which is an area that a lot of people might think they know a lot about with the new series of Top Boy coming out very recently. If you were to be one character in that show, who would you be?
Who would I be? I always have to think of myself as a boss. So, nah, I can't. I don't know. I would say Ashley Waters, just because he's the top boy. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that one.
He's a wrong one though, isn't he?
Yeah. So, but I mean, if you're gonna ask me to be someone in it, that's who I would be. If I was gonna be a wrong one, right? You might as well be the top wrong one. Do you know what I mean?
In the next season, if they were to come to you and say, Lawrence, we want you to act in season 4 of Top Boy, what sort of a role would you want to play?
To be honest, I'm quite disappointed that they haven't put me into this recent season. I'm going to be making a personal complaint to Ashley Waters himself. Drake, obviously. I'm going to express my dissatisfaction with that. If they asked me to go in now, definitely, I think I would be good muscle, because obviously I'm big and strong. Probably play some sort of maybe bodyguard or like a rival gang who you can't like, oh, you want to be careful of him, he's crazy. I'd like that kind of role.
The crazy guy?
Yeah. I think I'd like that. A bit like Dereck Chisora.
The story goes with you getting into boxing that you were working in McDonald's and you saw Anthony Joshua win gold in London and you thought, this sport is for me. If you were to look up at that moment and see somebody else winning another sport, another event in the Olympics, is there any other event that you could look at and be like, you know what, I can do that? I
like to think I could do it, but could I actually have done it? No, I mean, I like Usain Bolt in the Olympics with the sprinting. He's obviously like 6'4", athletic guy, so I could have, maybe I could, but then I wasn't that fast at running. I still am not that fast. Do you know what I mean?
That's going to hold you back.
Yeah, that's going to hold you back in a 10-second sprint.
Yeah. You said, before you turned professional, Anthony gave you a piece of advice that was to follow your heart and to sort of trust your instincts when it came to turning professional. What's the best piece of advice you've given somebody?
That I've given somebody? Gosh, it's a great question. She doesn't love you, move on. That's one. But if you're talking about sporting...
No, it doesn't be sporting.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's probably it. You know what I mean?
She doesn't live... How many times have you said that one?
Every time someone has a breakup, you know what I mean? You just have to remind them that there's more to life. Do you know what I'm saying? I got that advice given to me, so I have to dish it out where I can. Do you know what I mean?
What meat is this?
I'm not sure which one that is. I don't eat meat anymore, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's good. Just mystery meat, huh?
Yeah, mate, that's this year. It's a Russian roulette.
Can you remember your first street fight?
Yeah, of course. It's my first one, wow.
Very first one?
Probably in the school playground. Definitely. Like, I never used to like having fights, and after I had the first one, I would always kind of look for it, not look for it, but as soon as opportunity arose where this could be a fight, I would literally jump at the opportunity. I think I was watching Dragon Ball Z at the time, and I watched some of the moves that they were doing on it, and I thought I'd try it out in my next fight, and they paid off.
Really?
They really paid off.
Okay, who's somebody in boxing that you thought you wouldn't like, but when you met them, you really liked them?
I didn't think I would like, and then I did like them. I think Dereck Chisora. Dereck Chisora, definitely. I thought me and him would probably clash when we met, but then when we did meet, it was quite cool. Do you know what I mean? Crazy, recognise crazy. No, I'm joking, I like him, though.
In the dressing room,
Yeah.
before you're going out, and you're nervous, and there's tension in the room,
Yeah.
what's the worst thing somebody said to you?
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Yeah, because then you have to explore that emotion until I snap out of it. How do I feel? I'm actually quite scared. No, you don't want to hear that. Just do your thing. Do you know what I mean? So that's probably one of the worst things. How do you feel? You better not lose. Actually, no one said that to me in the change room, but I've heard that before my fights. Stuff like that. That stuff's kind of like adds unnecessary pressure. But more times, people in the change room have been there before, so they know kind of how to approach it.
Shall I have a little bit more of this?
Yeah,
Could do with
sure.
some rice, I think. Just starting to get some hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, just caught them in the back of the throat
Oh,
that last bit.
Okay, no, you did well. You did very well.
When's the last time you full-on fanboyed someone?
That's a great question. When was the last time in boxing? I can't remember, you know. I mean, I definitely did it with Eddie Hearn initially. Oh my God, there's Eddie. Do you reckon he's gonna sign me one day? Blah blah blah, this, that, and other. Definitely AJ. That was an interesting one as well because I was a massive fan of his. There was a time I saw him out. He was out at some party, and like we were all waiting to get in, and then they closed off. No one else was getting in, blah blah. And he was outside, and obviously I knew who he was, and I asked him for a picture, and then they still let him in even though it was shut. And you know, I never got in that day.
Went home?
Yeah, I went home.
What's the most nervous you've been before a fight?
My most nervous was definitely against a guy called Blaze Mendel at the York Hall.
Right.
And that one is because, like, obviously I try not to have sex and stuff before fights. Like, I don't drink alcohol, I don't this, that, and other. And then for some reason, so I'd gone like weeks, been good. Then on the day before the fight, I slipped up, should you just say. And then I remember thinking to myself, like, for some reason I just lost all like the desire. Like, I was really pumped, like, yeah, I'm ready to fight. And after I slipped up, I was just like, you know what, life's good, you know what? Win, lose or draw, I'll be happy. Then I remember feeling nervous, thinking, right, why am I not having that same like Honey Killer instinct? But then I still got out there and got the W. So then after that, I said, I'm not doing this to myself again.
Have you stuck to that?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Right, what have we got here?
Puff puff.
What's a puff puff?
It's like a pastry. How does it taste?
Nice.
Is it sweet?
It's very sweet,
Yeah,
quite plain,
yeah,
which at
so
the
it's
moment,
it's just
really grateful for.
Yeah, literally, it just adds a little bit of a layer and helps with the spice as well.
Find it really helpful. So, what's the strangest request or message you've got from a fan online?
Probably that. When you send me a picture of your feet after your fight, that was a weird one. Other various stuff. There's mainly that, I don't know, I get weird like sort of sexual requests, but that's okay. Just keep it pushing. But people ask me for like gloves and signed stuff, so that stuff's normal.
Have you ever sent someone a picture of your feet?
I don't want to confirm or deny anything. Anything is possible.
Have you ever called someone out online and then the next day maybe woken up and thought, wish I hadn't done that?
Probably when I did it with Dillian Whyte. That one there, it was like I was in Morocco in training camp, and I was just listening. And like obviously, a lot of the time, like people say stuff about me, but it's okay, no problem. But for some reason that day, he just said something that just really got to me, and I was just like, you know what, Mama, I think I'd beat him. And I put it out there, and then like it was just pandemonium. It was pandemonium. I didn't know what I was expecting. But still, that one was one where I was just like, oh, maybe I should have just sent them a direct message or something like that, as opposed to putting it out there. But, you know, it's always fair in love and war, innit?
We should have some more Get some more spice in here.
Yes.
See if you can finish me off.
Which one? Okay. Here you go. Yeah, you've enjoyed. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's cow foot, definitely.
Cow foot?
Yeah, I don't know what this one is.
How does having a fight in the autumn affect what you would have wanted to do in your personal life in summer?
No, I had a good summer still. I had a good summer.
Yeah? What was the highlight?
Listen, man. So yeah, no, I had a good summer, but it's more so like how it affects this time. It's a weird one, man. I just find boxing so weird because I'm a normal person and stuff. Like I go through a lot of stuff just like on a normal. Do you get where I'm coming from? Mm-hmm. And being a boxer kind of affects it. Like so, for example, going through like a breakup and stuff like that, it's like it can. I didn't realise how much it could affect you in terms of boxing. So it's like people, bro, you're on TV, like, girls like, but it does affect you. So it's just like I don't know how I link that into each other, but I just find it funny. Like it's just it's interesting. Then if it doesn't affect my thing, but it affects like, for example, I have to be by myself in camp for like or with other boxers for 5 days a week and so on and so forth, and just like you push your body so hard that you become a bit more like mentally vulnerable, I think, because you're so tired. It's just you can't distract yourself with like activities. You just have to sit there and kind of recover and meditate and all that kind of stuff. So it's an interesting one.
You know, when you're talking about breakup there, do you know what advice I was going to give you?
Go on.
She's not into you, move on.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I need this to remind myself. You're right. That's big stuff.
Lawrence Okolie, thanks for sharing
Thank you.
your last meal with us.
Sweet, I'm with it.